Hello everyone, how are you today? I'm coming to you from a very hot Australia. It was 35 degrees when I left work late this afternoon, and with the humidity they said it was feeling more like 38 to 39 degrees Celsius. So I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but I think it's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Anyway, I thought I would just share with you the pens that I wrote dry for the final week in January. So the first one I wrote dry was this Lamby Safari in Cozy Cream with a 1.1 stub nib, and I had that inked with Robert Oster Orange Zest. That was a beautiful combination. I really enjoyed writing with this. The stub nib works really well. The Robert Oster Orange Zest flowed really well in it. No starting and stopping issues. It worked really well. This next pen, the Wingsung Demonstrator and Pink with a fine nib. This pen is amazing. Like, for a really inexpensive pen, it has a smooth nib. There's hardly any feedback when you're writing with it on the page. As far as flow is concerned, inks flow really well in it. Like, this is quite a wet writer, but without being oversaturated. So I had in this one the Pilot Oroshizuku Setsuji, and it suited it really well. I really enjoyed that combination. Whoops, just throwing them away. This Estee and Scarlet with a medium nib. I had it inked with Diamond Sierra. Another really good combination. I've used that ink in this pen before and I know it works really well. But I just find these Esterbrook pens to be quite good quality, and I've never had a problem with them. I always enjoy writing with them. They are the right weight and balance for me, and the right size for my hand. So that was the third pen I wrote dry. The fourth one was my little Koga Sport with a fine nib, and I had it inked with Diamond Ancient Copper. Another really good combination. It was a fun little pen to sort of use. And I actually did take this in my handbag a couple of times because it's just lightweight, fits really well in a small bag with a notebook. Next pen was the Twinsby Diamond 580 in Pink with a fine nib, and I had that inked with Colorverse Hayabusa. That was actually a sample from Pen Friend TB, and I loved that colour. It was a really beautiful, bright, vibrant purple, and I really enjoyed it in this pen. The last one was my Sailor Pro Gear Slim in Dragon Palace, and I've written the medium there, but it's actually a medium fine nib, and I had it inked with Sailor Shikiori Yamadori. And even though it's a medium fine nib, and I find the Japanese nibs run a lot finer than what your European nibs do, you could still see a little bit of sheening in the Yamadori ink in the writing, which was nice to see. So not overly saturated, but still wet enough to see that red sheen come through on the Yamadori. So that was really lovely. So they were the pens I wrote dry for the last week of January. As I said, I'm still working on a lot of my Twinsbys because I did full fills on those, so they're starting to get down a bit. And then I've got a couple of Jinhaos, a Lamby LX, another Wingsung like this, the blue one, and I think I've got Pilot Decimo I put a cartridge in because that was a new pen this year that I just really wanted to try. And what else have I got? Oh, my Pelican 400, I've got that still inked up. It's starting to get a little bit low. But yeah, so I'm just enjoying reaching for different pens each day and writing with them and having all these different choices of different coloured inks to use, especially with my letter writing, because I tend to write a different ink for each page, so that I write in A5 letter size. So page 1 will be a colour, and then page 2 will be a different colour, and 3 will be a different colour. And for some of my my pen pals, I actually might write 10 up to 20 pages for a letter. So so that's always fun to use, and you sort of got this rainbow of colour. It looks very pretty. Anyway, so I hope you're all well. I'm kind of rambling, sorry. I hope wherever you are in the world that you're all staying safe, you're all well, and thank you to everyone who has subscribed, and I will catch you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.